They say every golden era eventually comes to an end. India's women's team just scripted a new chapter in theirs, a World Cup victory that laid the foundation for dominance and for bigger things to come in the future. But across the aisle, in the men's camp, the mood is far from certain. The Indian men's side stands at crossroads here, caught between the past and looking towards the future, between legacy and transition, concerns over combinations, player futures, captaincy debates, and a growing question: who truly represents the next phase of Indian cricket? This isn't about Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma's ODI World Cup hopes. The bigger storm brewing now is about Mohammed Shami's India return and Shubman Gill's T20 inclusion. Because together they represent India's two extremes. One, a veteran warrior, left still waiting. The other, a young prodigy struggling under expectation. And both are symptoms of the same problem. An Indian setup still trying to figure out its own future. Let's start with the seniors. Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli have stepped away from Tests and T20 internationals. Even their ODI future is hanging by the thread, despite a spirited performance from both. Now, while the headlines moved on, the team seems stuck in the vacuum that they left behind. A young side under Shubman Gill did pull off a series draw in England, yes. But the question is, do they have a guiding hand? A leader who can anchor this transition. One name keeps coming up, and that's Mohammed Shami. Once India's strike bowler, now strangely absent. Despite being fit and firing in domestic cricket, Shami once again missed out on the South Africa Test squad. His last India appearance that came at the Champions Trophy, where he was the joint highest wicket taker in India's title-winning run. Yet today, he's on the sidelines. Not injured, not retired, but just left out. And the reason? Well, it depends on who you ask. A public back and forth that exposed more than just selection confusion. Let's be clear, when your selector and your senior most pacer are contradicting each other in public, it doesn't look good, especially when that bowler has been performing like this. 15 wickets in 3 games so far, leading Bengal to 2 wins. So if he's bowling his heart out in Ranji, why isn't he in the plans as far as Test cricket goes? Is it really about workload management, or has something gone missing here behind the scenes? Because if management is the reason, why do we manage Jasprit Bumrah with that much more care but discard Shami completely? And if it's fitness, then what else does Shami need to do to prove that he's match fit? Or is there more to know here? Whatever the truth is, India's pace unit doesn't look like it has the teeth. It's lacking pedigree there because they missed that clutch player who can absorb the pressure alongside a Bumrah whenever Bumrah does turn up, given his availability. Move to the T20 setup and you see a few cracks there too. Before the 4th T20 against Australia, Shubman Gill was seen in discussion with the head coach Gautam Gambhir. Now, maybe it was just tactical, maybe it was a random conversation, but the visuals got fans everywhere all keyed up because Gill, once seen as India's golden boy, is suddenly under pressure. Well, he has some runs under the belt today, but he's being groomed as India's future across all formats. He's already leading the side in ODIs and Tests. The management wants him to own T20s too. He scored a scratchy 46 off 39 balls earlier today, but his recent form hasn't really gone his way. A string of low scores in the last 5 innings he has played. The one highlight being an unbeaten 37 against the Aussies. That's how he's been performing in this particular series. That really doesn't do well for him when you look at this format. And behind those numbers, of course, is mounting the questions. Is he being overburdened too soon? Is this the right time to hand him everything all at once? Because leadership is not just about the runs being scored or being in form. It's about showing resilience. And the pressure isn't just about the performance. It's about what Shubman represents in the team. When the current captain Surya Kumar Yadav was being asked about whether he was wary over Shubman Gill's inclusion, this is what he had to say.
I am very happy for him that he has become captain in 2 formats. He has done really well, I won't lie. Everyone feels that fear, but it is the kind of fear that keeps you motivated.
When your captain publicly admits insecurity, you know that just spells added pressure for Gill. The pressure to deliver, the pressure to live up to all the expectations of 1 billion people. So here's where Indian men's cricket stands, caught in the middle, between old guards stepping away and young stars still learning to lead, between a management that's unsure who to back and players unsure of where they really stand in the scheme of things as far as Indian cricket goes. Transition was supposed to be a phase, not a crisis, and yet here we are. India needs clarity, not chaos, and a little more honesty instead of indirect conversations, consistency and not confusion. The Shami saga, the Gill pressure, the weight of captaincy, all of that embroiling Indian cricket, they're all symptoms of a system that needs a pathway. With the World Cup approaching in 2026, what Indian cricket needs is stability. Unless that comes about soon, the next generation won't just inherit the jersey, they'll inherit this sense of uncertainty that comes along too.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all 3 just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.